In this video, we'll build a demo application using the ASPxGridView and an ASPX button edit control. You'll learn how to select rows in the grid using an external text box. For the text box, we'll use an ASPX button edit. To select the rows, we'll use the custom callback event of the grid. And to raise this event, we'll use the client-side button click event of the button edit control. Also, we'll use the getRowValues method because it allows you to retrieve the values within the grid. So let's get started. Start with a new ASP.NET web project. Drop 3 controls on the form. First, an ASPX button edit. Then, ASPxGridView. And finally, an access data source. Add the Northwind database file to the app data directory. Now, let's add some space between the button edit and the grid control. Let's set the width of the button edit to 250 pixels. Select the Access Data Source component, and from its Smart Tag, click the Configure Data Source link. Click Browse and select the inwind.mdb file from the App Data folder. Let's use the Products table and select Product ID, Product Name, and Discontinued. Click Finish to complete the wizard. Let's set up the grid. Click the Grid Smart Tag and set its data source to the Access Data Source. Click the Properties tab and set the Client Instance Name to Grid. This sets a client-side reference for the grid view. Now select the ASPX button edit in the Designer. In the Properties tab, set the Client Instance Name to Search Box. Set the Enable Client-Side API property to True. Click the Smart Tag and invoke the Buttons Collection Editor. Set the text property of the button edit control to Find. Click the Client-Side Events link in the button edit Smart Tag. Let's add the call to the grid that will perform the callback. Now, select the ASPxGridView and create a handler for its custom callback event. First, we'll call the dataBind method of the grid for paging purposes. Next, let's declare a string variable, which will hold the value of the button edit's search text. Then, we'll clear any previous selections in the grid. Now let's loop through all the visible rows in the grid to see if the values match our search string. If they do, then we'll select those rows. Also, we'll use the strings contains method to give us a broader search result. And we're done. So let's run the application to see the results. For this example, when I type in the letters CH, it will select the rows that contain the letters CH. And then, if I add the letter A, it will select the rows that contain the letters CHA. Now, let's retype CH and search on the second and third pages. You can see it highlights all the rows containing the letter CH anywhere in the word. To learn more, check out the ASPxGridView documentation by clicking on the link below. Thanks for watching, and thank you for choosing DevExpress.